Some might say, how can you be sad when you're the one who walked away? That doesn't mean it hurts any less. That doesn't mean it hurts any more. I cleaned my room carefully, as if I had to keep moving before the reality set in. I filled a vase with flowers and let myself be in awe of the beauty, the color, the life. I accepted the knowing that even though in this moment they were so vivid, they too would die. They would change and wither away. See, anything real will do such things. The fake flowers in my front room have stayed perfect. They sit in their vase and go unchanged. They will never sprout, grow, and blossom. They will never know life and growth and death. They are an image, a fixture, a pretty thing to walk by, an object frozen in time, plastic, a thing to be replaced once it looks tarnished. He took in my face tonight, scanning over what he could see and searching for what lay below the surface. Even though his words said the opposite, even though he wanted to believe in me, he knew I was leaving. I tried to let a smile crack on my face, but I had already changed. I am not the flowers in a vase. You see, most will say I gave up, that it's my fault we became a memory. Does that mean I shouldn't feel a loss? Maybe I believed too much in us, and any less I couldn't settle for. Maybe I was scared that being happy had to end in heartbreak. Maybe after all is said and done, I didn't know if I'd be good enough or measure up. With my first love, the love he had for me was infinite, patient. I had all these fears and hopes, and I wanted to share them with him, but I couldn't. I was afraid if I loved him, I'd tuck my dreams away. See, that's what happens sometimes, even when the love is great. I was afraid that love was fickle, afraid to let myself be vulnerable, afraid to put my life and love into a man, afraid to share the weight of my hopes and fears with someone, afraid I couldn't bear the weight of his, afraid we weren't quite it, afraid, confused. I loved him, but the love I had for myself then was wavering, so I'd flicker with a flame or a spark for him as well. At that time, I thought even the greatest of loves could burn out. I was just learning how to love and meet myself. He taught me how to love me, and I will never forget the importance and responsibility that comes with. As for tonight, even with you, I left. A moment I know I will regret. When I hugged you, I truly wanted to forget. I wanted to forget why I came here. I wanted to push my pride aside. I wanted to stick us in a vase, like the kind of flowers that stay perfect and go unchanged. Collecting dust along the way is better than life and death. Maybe we'd be better off fake, like the perfect kind of flower that stays exactly the same. Why did I go? That's what I'll get asked. Why couldn't I have been more mature? Why couldn't I have been more grateful for things as they were? I guess the bigger question I've come to realize is why couldn't I have been more trusting of him, of myself, of life itself? Why couldn't I have let the good swallow me up, throw myself in completely and see where that could lead? Why was I so afraid of perfect? Why did I convince myself something ugly had to be lurking underneath? Well, I knew it was our time to change. It was our time to grow or wither. You had hoped we could bloom together. Still, if I wanted us to be real, then that gave us life and death. So I come home and I'm alone. I left on my girly underwear. I put the music on to forget that a part of me hoped you would call. I put the flowers right where I could see them, and I saw us. I knew as the petals shed, we too would fall away. From here I had to plant new seeds to nurture me, to know that you would grow on your own and blossom in whatever direction you wanted. Well, all this is true, for while it lasted, we were once very much alive. We were once nudging each other to grow. We were intertwined, intertangled, and hopeful. We were beautiful.